What type of canvas would I use? Why are there so many different choices? Why are there so many different questions about what type of canvas I need? We'll cover that and more right after this. Hi, I'm Tim Longwell with Longwell Art. Today we're going to answer some questions about canvas types and learn a little bit about the types of weaves and weights of canvas so that you get the right canvas for the job and preference that you are going to be doing. There are two basic types of canvas presentations. There's the regular canvas like this that's on a stretcher. These little boards are called stretcher boards. And the canvas is just stretched across it. This particular stretch is called a gallery wrap because it stretches out and into the back so that you can paint the edges if you so desire. Then the other type, and there's nothing wrong with the other type, it just staples right along here and the canvas stops in the front of the stretcher board. The second type is canvas board. As you can see, it's just a little board. This particular one is cardboard. You can get them with cardboard, masonite, plywood, and metal is starting to be used behind them as well. In addition to that, there are three different types of weight. Now, weight is how heavy the canvas material is without a stretcher or board. And those are rated as a 7, a 12, or a 15 pound. Personally, I prefer a 12 or a 15 pound, and I most commonly use a 12. There is an 11 offered by some companies, but it's not very common. Then there's the type of material that a canvas is made out of. This particular canvas is made out of cotton duct. Cotton duct is the same material they made tents out of before they started using nylon. There's three different types of weaves. There's fine, medium, and heavy or coarse. And it depends on the surface that you want to paint on that determines which one you get, because it'll determine on how much texture you want showing up in the painting. You want a smooth portrait type finish on a painting, then you're going to want a fine tooth on your weave of your canvas, so you'd get fine or a medium. Whereas if you wanted that texture of the canvas to show through real vibrantly, then you'd get a heavy. The types of materials that canvas are made out of are either cotton duct or linen. And linen is just exactly what it sounds like. It's just the natural fiber materials like a cotton, only it's just like the linen fabric you're used to, being different from the cotton fabric. And again, the weaves fine, medium, and heavy apply. The difference with linens is because the strands are so much shorter with a linen, instead of cotton is continuous like lamb's wool for knitting or whatever, whereas the linen is in shorter fibers, so you'll have more little bumps in the surface where they had to weave together the layers to make them join. And that's it for canvases. Which one do you want or need? Well, that depends on your application, your preference, or the size is the only other thing that you're going to consider, and that's going to depend on the project. Whether you want a small one like the one behind me, like this, smaller yet like this, or a larger one this size or bigger. The one other thing that you need to consider though when you're buying canvases is the primer. Now most canvases you buy today become, if they're already on a stretcher board or they're on a board, then they're already pre-primed. And generally they come with an acrylic based primer. Most of them will say dual and triple layered primered. And that's okay if you're using acrylic or paint or watercolors. And it'll work underneath oils. But what you have to watch out for is if the canvas says oil primed canvas. And again, that comes in either cotton or linen. But that oil primer is specially designed so that the paint stands up on the canvas for oil paints, just like the drop of water on the wax of the hood of your car. You can paint oil over the top of acrylic, which is the normal primer everybody sees. You can put acrylic paint underneath oil paint in a painting. You cannot put oil paint underneath acrylic. It will not adhere. The acrylic won't stay, it won't stick. So you only would get oil primed canvases if you're going to use oil paints for your project. Well, I hope this helped out a lot. I know that it probably removed a whole lot of confusion and questions regarding types of canvases and weaves and everything to make it a simple choice of basically, do you want a frame or do you want a board? Another nice thing about the board I forgot to mention is that you can put this on the wall in a picture frame, just a regular photo picture frame, and it'll stay close to the wall. Whereas with the regular canvas, the thickness of the canvas, the paint is going to set up off the wall a little bit. So if you liked what you heard and it was helpful and you want to learn more, be sure and click the subscribe button down below. Be sure to ring the bell so that you get notified when we upload a new video or go live. Check out the videos over here to my right for other tips and hints and ways to create. And we'll catch you next time on Create for Contentment. In the meantime, you be sure and have fun.